السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نرحب بكم أعزائنا طلبة الدبلوم العام في درس جديد من دروس مهارات اللغة الإنجليزية، وإن شاء الله اليوم بيكون عندنا آخر درس في المنهج، وإن شاء الله يكون درس خفيف ومفيد في نفس الوقت، وبعد بيكون عندنا جزئية من الحصة مراجعة لبعض الأشياء، وإن شاء الله نستكمل الأسبوع القادم بقية المراجعة. فأتمنى لكم إن شاء الله يكون اليوم درس مفيد وخفيف عليكم بإذن الله. So let's start our lesson here. So as I said, it will be the last lesson in our curriculum. So we are going to have reading from the true story. As you know, at the end of each unit we have some readings, and those readings are very important for you as a reminder for you for the final exam. So you can look for the meaning of vocabs, you can answer WH questions from them. So it will be regarding reading, this one. Okay, and also we'll have writing inside today, and also we'll have a revision from the writing before previous writings. So let's start with this one here. Did you ask yourself one day about the meaning of success? What's the meaning of success, this word? We heard all the time about success and how you can be successful in this life. So here I have this mind map for you to put it inside your mind, because we don't have much time until the final exams. So you are going to think about, now this is a suitable time for you to think about the good things in each subject and to start revise everything. For example, in English you can sort out the vocabulary and also understand the questions, the writings, the readings, and whatever. Okay, so think. So this is very important. This is the first step, the first important step which lead to success at the end, inshallah. So you are going to think deeply about the important things you have it now, and then try to collect your ideas. You will have many ideas. So for example, studying. So I can study by writing, or just by looking at the books, or by dividing my time. So I have many ideas. Then try these ideas, try this or this, and also do different things. Have many strategies for studying. Okay, maybe this one, it will fail at the beginning, so do it again and again. Keep doing until you will be successful, inshallah, at the end, and you will have success in your life. And at the end of this year you will get what do you want from the beginning of this year. So I hope for you all the best, inshallah, and keep this mind map inside your mind before you will study and prepare for the final exams. Okay, so our learning outcomes for today, inshallah, will be 4. The first one, we are going to talk about used to. If you remember, we started to talk about used to, but we didn't finish. So today we are going to finish it, inshallah, used to and how can we use it. The second one, we will have reading. So we are going to read for specific information, and also we will have the writing insight, comparison of location, and the last one, as I said, we will have writing a report as revision. This is very important because you will have it in the final exam, writing report. Okay, so let's start with the grammar. I want from you to go to page 120 in your book. There you are going to find used to. Here I will give you some explanations of used to, the usage of used to. So let's here write this one. Okay, the first one. We are going to focus on the usage of used to. Where can I use this expression, used to? Number 2, the form. How can I form a sentence with used to? And number 3, we will have negative and questions. Okay, how can I form a negative sentence with used to and a question also? And at the end here, number 4, we will have some examples regarding used to. Okay, so let's start with the usage of used to. So where can we use used to? Okay, used to, it's not new, by the way, for you. So we can here quickly, like a reminder for you, I talked about before, if you remember, and I said we used to talk about what? About past habits and situations. Okay, what do I mean by past habits? Something in the past, it happened in the past. For example, like playing. We used to play in the front of our houses. Maybe this is like an just example. Maybe we used to play football, but now basketball. So habits that only it was true in the past. So these true just in the past, not now anymore. Okay, so if we want to talk about our habits in the past, something we use it in the past, something we had it just in the past, so we have to use used to. It indicates only the past tense, nothing regarding the present time. Everything now is changing, okay, in this time. Okay, so let's talk about the form here. How can I form a sentence with used to? We can form a sentence by what? Subject. Okay, so every English sentence is started with a subject. So subject plus used to plus what? Because here we have to, so it will be plus infinitive verb. Yes, excellent. Infinitive verb. What do you mean, teacher, by infinitive verb? All the time we are talking about infinitive verb. And we said infinitive verb, it means the base form of the verb. It means nothing follow this verb. For example, without, let's write it here for you. Without, no ing, no ed, no s, nothing at all. Okay, nothing at all. Base form of the verb. If it's play, so it will be play. If it's go, it will be go, like this. So don't add anything to the verb after used to. Okay, let's continue here. So it will be infinitive verb plus what? Complement of the sentence. Okay, maybe object, maybe preposition, maybe adverb. Okay, so complement of the sentence here. So again, the form will be subject plus used to plus infinitive verb plus complement of the sentence. So this one here, it's a completed sentence. What do we call this sentence in English? For example, let me give you example here. Okay, let me delete this one to write the example here for you. Okay, so let's write this example. I used to play football, but now I play, for example, what? Basketball. So this sentence means what? In the past, you played only football, okay? But now in this time, in the present time, nowadays, you are going here, you are playing what? Basketball. You don't play football anymore, okay? You stop that action or this habit from the past. Okay, let's analyze the sentence here together. So let's change the color for you here to analyze it. For example, we have the subject, okay, so correct. Used to, yes, and this verb we call it infinitive verb, the base form of the verb. Football, the complement of the sentence. Here we can say I used to play football and that's it, full stop. So anyone, when he looks to this sentence, he will understand this means and a habit, you use it only in the past, not anymore. But if you want to complete for more understanding, you can say, but now I play, for example, basketball, volleyball, tennis, racket, whatever, okay? So here, look, but now I play basketball. We didn't say here used to. Why? Because this one talks about present. So in the present time, no need again to repeat used to. So write only the verb, the present tense of the verb. So it will be present tense. Okay, good. I want from you to focus on this sentence here. So here from this sentence, do we have any negative form? No, no negative form. Do we have a question here? No, we don't have also question. So here, no negative, okay, and no question. So what do we call this sentence in English? Huh? We call it affirmative sentence. Excellent. Affirmative sentence. What do we mean by affirmative sentence? The sentences which doesn't have negativity or questions words in the sentence here. So this is the structure for affirmative sentence. So in affirmative sentences, we use subject plus used to plus infinitive plus complement. Because, why here? Because in the negative and questions, we will have something else. Let's see it together. Okay? Let's focus now on the negative sentence and the question. Let's start with the negative one. Okay, and the negative here. So we said here the form is subject plus used to. Can we say in English, for example, for the negative sentence, use didn't, not, use not? No, we can't. So here we are going to add did. Okay, so it will be didn't. Yes, excellent. Didn't for the negative. Okay, it will be didn't for the negative. So let's write an example. For example, before the example, let's write the form here. So the form will be like what? Okay, form of the negative. So it will be what? Subject plus, there we said in affirmative sentence we use used to and infinitive. Here we are going to use didn't to indicate the negativity of the sentence. So it will be subject plus didn't. Excellent. So always use didn't for the negative plus what? Use to, not used to. Why teacher used to? Because we have did. In English, when did enter any sentence, so it makes the verb as base form, the original verb. So we cannot say here in English grammatically, it will be wrong, didn't use to. So it will be didn't use to. Again, after to, we are going to use infinitive verb, and then complement of the sentence. So I think it's very easy. There you use used to only in the affirmative sentence, but in the negative you are going to add didn't plus change used into use. So instead of using used to, you are going to use to. Why? Because of didn't. Okay, do you understand? So you have also this one, this rule, you have it here in the elective or in the Insight 3, and also you have it at the core, English core. Okay, so the same rule here. Okay, so we finish this one. So let's see, for example, I, as example, let's write it here in the place of the example. So I didn't use to have car. It means the sentence in the past, I didn't have a car. So I didn't use to have a car, but now I have a car. Okay, so here, no, if you want to complete the sentence, it will be fine. But from the used to, you understand, from the first view, you can understand this one here indicates the past tense. Okay, let's move to the question again. So in the question, also we are going to use did in the question. How, teacher? Again, it will be the same rule, because here we have did, so it will be what? Used to. So for example, let's write the example. Did you use to have a car? And question mark. So the structure or the form will be like what here? The form for the questions will be again subject, it will be for the question did plus subject plus use to, because of did, used to, plus infinitive verb plus complement of the sentence and the question mark. Is it easy? Yes, I think it's easy now. So this is just when we started to talk about used to, we didn't finish it, and now we finish it. So this one here, again, I want from you to be careful about the usage here. If it's the sentence, the form, if it's the sentence affirmative, negative, or questions. And the usage are the same. It talks about habits and situations in the past, true in the past, not now. Okay, let's move to the reading here. We will have it on page 126. So all of you go to 126. Okay, let me show you the book. Okay, so here this is the book. Here we are going to look at, here we have two texts. This one regarding VSO. What do we mean by VSO? Voluntary Service Overseas. Here we will have short information about this voluntary service, and also we will have some information about a famous person in this organization. Okay, in this article we are going to here focus on these words in bold. So we have many words in bold. We have the first one, primary. So we have primary, this one. Okay, and also we have evolved. Okay, and we have schemes, placements, allowance. Also we have what here in text number 2, we will have recruiting and expansion, overseeing. Okay, that's it. So let's move again here to look at this short information. I want from you to focus on these new words. Why? Because here I want from you to answer this task, match words with definitions. Okay, so you will have the same as this task in the final exam, but in the different way. You will have a word from the text like this one here in bold. These words will be in bold, and you will have it like multiple choice. So you are going to choose the correct answers. So I want from you to focus on these words here. So we have the definitions. Okay, definitions. So definition number 1, amount of money. And if you remember, we had this word in unit 7. If you remember, still remembering, we had this word in unit 7. What's the meaning of amount of money? So someone who has amount of money. Okay, we call it what? So we have another definition for this word. Developed, it's very easy. You have it, this word. Growth, easy. Supervising, jobs or roles in an organization, number 5. And then we have number 6, main or first. We have hiring. Hiring means give someone a job in some place, in different, for example, companies or in organization. So hiring, we have hire and fire. Okay, so hire, it means to employ, here to employ people, give someone a job. But fire, it means, fire, it means, yes, to make him out of the job or her. And the projects here, we will have also this one. Okay, let's go again to the text and find the meaning of this word. Let's focus first on the amount of money. I highlighted the word for you here. So let's look at the first one. Primary. What does it mean? Primary. We have it. So look at this sentence here. Founded in 1958, its primary aim was to fight poverty. So it means primary aim, we can say it means the important aim, the main aim, the first aim. So here primary means what? It means, yes, excellent, main or first. So here it will be primary. Okay, so we have this one, it will be the first one. Okay, let's move to another word here. Look at this word. We have evolved. Let's see. However, much has evolved in VSO since those early days, and the emphasis has shifted considerably. So here we have what? Evolved. Much has evolved in VSO since those days. So many things are changing. Many things were changing and are changing until today. So evolved means to, yes, excellent, to improve, to develop. So here evolve, it means improve or develop. So let's write the words there. Evolve. So this one, evolved, it means develop. Another definition for developed will be evolved. Let's go to another word here. Okay, we have schemes. Schemes. Also, we had this word before. Schemes, it means what? Look here. Look at this line. VSO leads UK government funded schemes aimed directly at young adults. Schemes funded what? Government funded what? What do you think? This one, it's regarding what? Including international citizen service, which offers short overseas placement. So this is what? Different kinds of, yes, excellent, projects. So it will be projects. Okay, so let's write it here, the word. It will be project. So here, schemes. Projects, it has another definition, which is schemes. Okay, let's move to another word. These words, all of them are very important. Be careful about them. So we have placements. Okay, let's see here the sentence. It means what? We said which offers short overseas placements for 18-25 years old. This is what? Placements. Offer what? What can we say from these words? Here we have. What can we say about them? Placements. It means like what? For just 18 to 25, like what? Yes, supervising. Yes, excellent. So it will be placements. So supervising. Let's move to another word. Okay, so we have here allowance. We had this word before, if you remember. Let's see the sentence. In return, volunteers get full training, accommodations, and small allowance to cover basic costs. So this one regarding cost, basic cost. Allowance means, it means, yes, money. Excellent. The amount of money. The amount of money. So let's write allowance here. Allowance. Okay. So still we have growth, and here we have jobs or roles in an organization, and hiring. It means what? Okay, let's go to growth. Let's find growth together. Okay, so we have recruiting, and we have expansion and overseeing. What do we mean by this one here? So we have, yes, we have this one, which was followed by VSO's expansions to many more countries. Expansion. So it means, yes, growth. Excellent. So it means growth. So it will be expansion. Okay. So jobs or roles in an organization, we have recruiting, and also we have what? Also we have what's the last word here? We have it. Yes, overseeing. What do you think here about them? What do you think? It's recruiting to hiring a job or something else? For instance, he was responsible for recruiting VSO's first African program manager. So here, manager. So this one here, it means what? To give him, this one I think it's a new for you, to give him a job, like here as a manager. So it will be recruiting. Let's write it there. Okay. So here, so it will be recruiting. And the last one, jobs or roles in an organization. What do you think about this one here? It is overseas or not? Here we have overseeing. Look at overseeing. Okay, let's look from this one here. Today, Brain is the director of the international citizenship. We will talk about Brain and who's Brain and what was about his job before and now. Okay, service, and his duties include overseeing. Overseeing what? The 65 million program which aim to place. Overseeing. So what do you think about this one and the placement here? Did we mix something? Yes, excellent. So this one here, jobs or roles in our organizations will be what? Yes, excellent, placements. So this one, I want from you to be careful to check the words, and here it will be overseeing, to supervise someone, like a supervisor. Okay, so this one here, the important words for you, I want from you to focus on them. All these words. okay, with their definitions. You will have it in the exam, but like different one. You will have choices like A, B, C, okay? And these words, it will be in bold in the text. So you will asking here, you are going to ask about the meaning of these words. So you are going to search about if it's A or B or C. So they are going to give you these words like, for example, allowance or something else, and you are going to search it on the text. Okay, let's go to task number 2. It will be WH questions. Let's analyze the questions together first, and then we will have the answers. What changes have taken place in VSO since it began? So we have what? So when we use what, so we are asking about, yes, things. So here we are going to search for things. Changes. What are these things? Changes have taken place. So what are the changes we are going to mention here? For example, one change, 2, 3. So they said changes. So we have many changes according to the VSO. How could a school leaver volunteer today? So here we have today. How could it means here we are asking about a way, about a strategy for them. For example, how could for a school leaver volunteer today? Are they, for example, supervisors, or are they working? About their position, okay, about their position. So the way here, which skills are most in demand, sorry. So which, it means here we will have many options. So we have which, so we'll have options. Okay, so we'll have many skills, but they mentioned, for example, 2, 3. Why here we said maybe 2 or 3? Because they said skills, so it will be not one skill, it will be more than one. How are volunteers rewarded? Okay, again here we are asking about the way of rewarding. The way of rewarding. For example, are they rewarding by giving them money, or courses, or just words or certificates, or what? Okay. What was Brain Rock Life's first role with VSO? Here we are going to read about Brain, and we want to discover who is Brain and what was his role with VSO here. So we are going to search about the role. Okay, role, it means his job with them. Okay, what did he do before and what is his role today? Because here we have was, so we are going to focus on the text on something regarding the past. And then what is his role today? It means here nowadays in this present time, what is his role? So okay, let's go back to the text and find the answers for these questions. Okay, so here you have the questions in your book, page 126. So look here, I'm going to put numbers for the answers on the text, so please follow me. So here we have, what changes have taking place in VSO since it began? Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Okay, from the first one here, it is an international charity working in the developing world, founded in 1959. Primary aim was to fight poverty in areas. Okay, so nothing here. Okay, issue to give British school leavers valuable character building. So okay, the changes are what now here? Look, here we have school leavers, and here we have volunteer teaching projects in developing countries. However, much has evolved. Much has evolved, so many things are changing. So they have developed here. So this is number one. And what else here? Those early days and the emphasis has shifted. Although volunteers still derive great benefits from their time spent abroad, today they have to be qualified. Okay, so from this sentence we can identify something. Today they have to be qualified. So we can write here what? Okay, we can write the volunteers. The volunteers were what? School leavers. Okay, school leavers. So this is number one. We can say also the changes, also we can write they are unqualified. Unqualified I choose this size because here we don't have much space. So unqualified, okay? So these are the changes. But now they said here, we can identify also from this sentence, but now, yes, they should have experience. Excellent. So this one here again, for question number 1, they should have experience and qualified, and also we can say older than before, because here we said school leavers, so they are young, but here it should be older than before. So this one here, like a summary for question number 1. How could school leaver volunteer today? Let's see here. Where is here? I want from you to focus on this line here. From down, paragraph number 1, from down, line number 2. Line number 2. Okay, let's see here. Schemes aimed directly at young adults, including the International Citizenship Service, which oversees placement for 18-25 years old. Okay, so we have from this one, from line number 4, from down, line number 4, however, to ensure that younger volunteers don't lose out an opportunity to make a difference. So they are leading them, okay, they are teaching them, they are giving them many things. So now they are becoming what? Schemes. Schemes for whom? For young adults. Yes, excellent. So now they are coming schemes for young adults. Okay, schemes for young adults. Let's move to the next question. Which skills are most in demand? Okay, we discussed this question and we explained it, so now it's very easy. I want from you to focus on paragraph number 2 because of time. So here many volunteers are from the fields of education or healthcare, although other skills. So here we have education, healthcare, and other skills. So we should write education and healthcare. So it will be number 3. You can complete to know the answer, well, to understand the answer. Okay, so don't take it from the first thing. How are volunteers rewarded? I want from you to focus here on the last line, paragraph number 2. Before the last line, we have in return, volunteers get what? Full training, accommodation, and a small allowance to cover basic costs. This one, it will be number 5. They're rewarding. So they are going to have full training, accommodations, a place they can live in, and a small allowance amount of money and different thing. What was brain first role and the second role today? So here this text number 2 about brain. So let's see here, brain. Here is what I'm going to underline the answer for you. Brain became a volunteer teacher. Became, because this word in the past tense, so this means his role before. So became a volunteer teacher with VSO in Tanzania. So this will be number, which number here you have? Number 5. Question number 5. He was a volunteer teacher in Tanzania, and then he has held various, okay, until the end. You are going to discover here from down line number 4. Today, Brain is the director of the International Citizenship Service. Okay, so the role of a Brain today, his role is what here? A director. Where? In International Citizenship Service. So this is here the text. So maybe it's a quick analyzing here, but I know that you can understand it well. Okay, so try to look at the keywords as I said, and some definitions. It will help you, and also the meaning of the words. Let's go back to our lesson here. Okay. Because of time here, we have writing, 2 writings. The first one, I want from you to focus on page 127. Before of that, look here, the title of this writing, a comparison of location. So here you are going to compare between 2 or 3 locations. Okay, so comparison. Okay, so here short information for you, planning paragraph order. So write an outline. This is very important. Why? Is it helps you to organize your essay, number one, and write a stronger, more logical text. Use the following headings to take notes. So here we have some headings. So in each paragraph in English, we have to start with the first one, introduction. Okay. And the second one we will have body, as we know, but here the body, it will include two things. The first one, first description, and the second one, second description. Why do we teach here to compare the first and the second? Because as I said, we have comparison. So comparison means you are going to compare like a balance here between two things, okay? So first description and the second description. The third one, as you know, we have conclusion. I have here an example for you. It's a very, very easy example. This one, it will make this one easier for you, planning paragraph order. So from these sentences, we can identify which one goes with the introduction, first description, second, and conclusion. Look at this first sentence. In the first picture, the beach is nearly empty. Nobody else can be seen in the background, so the beach doesn't appear to be very developed. So here in the first picture, so what do you mean by first picture? Yes, first description. It will be first description. Where is first description here? Which paragraph? Yes, excellent. Paragraph number 2. So this sentence should be start in paragraph number 2. Let's move to this sentence. These pictures, so we have two pictures. These pictures show two family holidays in the same beach resorts. So we have these pictures show. As usual, where do we use this one? Show, illustrate, represents. Yes, excellent, in the introduction. So this one will be the introduction. Okay. In summary, this phrase, in summary, to summarize, all in all, to conclude, all of them we use it in conclusion, so it will be number 4. Moving on to the next picture, so we have first picture and we said it's first description. When they say now moving on to the next picture, so they mean the second description, so it will be paragraph number 3. So I want from you to focus on these 4 paragraphs. So here you have a topic sentence for each paragraph. So you can start your second paragraph in the first picture, okay? And also here, the introduction, you can start it by these pictures, these images, these plans, whatever you have in the question. And paragraph number 3, you can start it by, for example, the second picture, or moving on to the next, or the second picture, the next plan. This one here in summary, to summarize. Here we will have more example about them. Here, this is the tenses you are going to use them to describe the event that you attended. Past continuous, past perfect, and past simple. And I think all of them are easy for you because we discussed them before. So here we don't have time again to discuss these rules. Okay, let's go to the example. Here you have it in your book, and analyze the writing with you. Okay. Here, this is the comparison of location. Have you ever been to a festival or cultural event? So here we are going to focus on a festival event in Oman. How many times, if you have been to the same or one more than once, how it's different the second time? So you are here, you will be asked to what? You will be asked to compare between event that you attended, not them, you. You attended an event in a location. Maybe this year they have it in this location. Maybe last year they had it before in another location. So you are going to compare between these two locations. By what? Look here. Let's see the examples. So in the introduction, so this one will be the introduction. As I said, the first paragraph always is the introduction. This is the introduction. Okay, what should we write here? These plans show the dramatic expansion of the annual poetry festival. So this one here, the plan, this plan for 2016, and this one for 2017 here. Okay, if you have a picture, you can draw it or you can put it. If you have image, if you don't have, just imagine the event and write about the location. So here these plans show, we can use, yes, illustrate. We can use represent, any verb. Okay, show, depicts. If you want any verb here, you can use it. Okay, so we have illustrate, represent, show, depict, whatever. The dramatic expansion of the annual poetry festival. All this information, you can't get them from the question itself. Okay, over the past 5 years, the festival has grown. Look at this tense here, has grown. This is what? Yes, present perfect. So the first paragraph you can use present here. Why? Because now you give impression about the location. The festival has grown and became more popular. So this one is very important, like from your background. Maybe from this one here you can't understand, because this one people attend this event. But when you will write about your event, about the event that you attended, maybe in a school or in Oman or in your village or somewhere else. Okay, so give background. So this one here, the first introduction, you are going to write what? The location, show, plus background information. Okay, quickly here because we don't have much time. The second paragraph, you are going to write the first description. As we said, the first plan shows what? Try to write, for example, the original location, this one here. You can mention the number of rooms. You can like what? There were several rooms. Why were, teacher? Because this one in the past, in 2016 and also 2017, and now we are in 2021. So this one here different. They were several different rooms for poetry competition and small registration area. So you can mention the areas, you can mention the rooms, you can mention if you have, for example, the registration desk, maybe you have a table for food, you can mention everything that you can memorize it here. The third paragraph, explain also the next picture or the next plan the same way. And the last one, overall, the poetry here competition has remained unchanged. At the end, you are going to write the things that you noticed from the festival, your impression maybe about the things that you like it or you didn't like it about the festival. So this one here, you can mention them at the end of the writing here or the paragraph. You can start your paragraph by overall or to summarize. Okay, all in all, to conclude. Okay, so use the phrase that you like it and memorize it for the exam. So this one, it will be very important for you. Next, inshallah, you will graduate this year. So next, you will use it at university, this one here, writing about comparison between location. Okay, so I don't know if we have time, Mr. Hussein. Okay, thank you. No. Okay, the last one here, as a quick revision for the report, I want from you to focus on the report. So as you know that you are confirmed, inshallah, in the final exam, you will have 2 types of writing. You will have writing a report and you will have formal letter or email. So this one as a quick revision for you in writing report. If you remember, we said about report what? We write how many paragraphs? So let's see, look at the books. Maybe it will be faster than writing here because of time. So it will be page 113. Okay, 113. I discussed with you writing a report, and this is like a revision for you. Okay, so this one, it will be the report quickly. So you are going to write what? Basic information. Basic information. What are the basic information, teacher? If you remember, we talked about this before. To, from, report. So you are going to write to whom this report, from, you, and the report, the topic of the report. This is number 1. Number 2, the introduction. What should we write in the introduction? In the introduction, we are going to write the aim of this report is to evaluate, for example, the success of the event. So here we have different reports in English, but the most significant one in your book is writing report about an event. So this one here, the aim of this report to what? To evaluate the success, or to evaluate the effectiveness of something, or to, for example, assess, to rate, to present. So you can write whatever you want. So here, this one, you can also add opinions, students' opinions. So the first introduction, very important to mention the purpose of the report. So here, this space, you can write here aim of the report, or you can write introduction, aim of the report or introduction. Here, this is very important to mention the headings here. The second line, it's aim or introduction. The second one here, you are going to mention the good and bad aspects about the event, or you can write positive and negative of the event. And remember this one here, you are going to mention also some reasons, okay, in this paragraph, the body paragraph. The third one here, it is what, like we said, it is recommendation, okay. So this one will be recommendations. In the future, if you have the same events, what are the things that you are going to change? So imagine any event that you have in a school. Here quickly we have examples for you. I want from you to capture these examples, because it will be like a revision for you for when you will revise for the final exam. So for example, here, this one from the previous exams, following an activity that was held in your school this year, your English teacher has asked you to write a report evaluating the activity. So you are going to write the report for whom? Your teacher. So you can start by to, from, and report. Maybe some students, they will ask, teacher, should we write basic informations? Okay, so it is not a must. We can say it's not a must, but it's something important to write about it. So it will not take from you much time. So write to, for example, English teacher, from your student. The report is what? For example, the open day. Maybe you celebrated the happiness day, forgiveness day, or something, any day. So you can write it here, any event, okay. Maybe you have the values day or something in schools that we have it, okay. So here again, the aim of this report is what? The aim of this report is, so use present, is to evaluate the success of the event, the success or the effectiveness of the open day event. And then write the positive, the negative, what's the things that you like it, what's the things that you didn't like it, with reasons why you didn't like this, and look, recommendation, if you will have this one next year in school, what are the things that you want to change. And also here we have another example. So I want from you to capture this one as an example. Here you don't have names, so you can write to your teacher from you. And here you have names. So imagine that you are Ali or Ali Al-Riyami, president of Voluntary Work Fitness Club at your college. Your club has recently taken part in the annual club fair and organized a camping to raise awareness of voluntary work in your college. So write a report. This report, you are going to describe the event and positive and negative aspects. Maybe inshallah in the revision lessons, we are going to write a model for one of these reports, okay, because now we don't have time. So you can capture this one, write a report, and you can show it to your English teacher in school, okay, to check if it's correct or no, okay. So here we don't have time to discuss these things regarding the final exam, okay. So at the end, you are the artist of your own life in these special days. Don't hand the paintbrush to anyone else. So I hope for you inshallah all the best and good luck in your final exams, and also in these next 2 weeks. وفي الختام نشكركم على حسن الاستماع، وأتمنى كانت حصة مفيدة وخفيفة عليكم. نترككم مع مادة الأحياء. إلى اللقاء.